Everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. A big warm welcome if you're new here, and thank you so much to all of you for joining me. Now, I've got to admit, ladies, that I've got to that time in my life, and maybe you have too, when comfort is the most important thing in footwear. Basically, it's an absolute necessity. Basically, if I can't walk and I can't move around easily, I just won't wear the shoes. Now, I'm sure many of you can probably relate to this as well. So today, I thought I'd share my top 6 favourite, most comfortable shoes with you that you may want to consider as well. And this is a sort of like a countdown. I'm going to be talking about the shoes that I wear the least of my most favourite to start with, and working up to those that I wear the most as my number 1 at the end. And I have a real treat for you too today, as part of this video is in collaboration with Vivaya, the perfect brand for incredibly comfortable and on-trend footwear. I'm so excited to show you some of their wonderfully, incredibly comfortable shoes that are already in my top 6 of the most comfy shoes that I own. I love Vivaya, and I know you do too from previous videos, so do watch out for these and the discount, of course. So let's kick off straight away with my first big type of shoe. Well, it is actually quite big, that I think will be a big surprise for you. Ta-da! Number 6, hiking boots. So these were so muddy that before they got cleaned up, that they could have got up and walked in here all of their own accord. It just shows that we have a lot of mud here in the UK, even in the spring. Well, actually, especially in the spring. Now, you may have seen that at weekends, I like to go for walks in the countryside, the heathland or by the sea near where we live. And these are absolutely perfect for that. And they were from Amazon, so very reasonably priced. I've linked them below, like I've linked everything below for you. Now, this brand is Peter Storm. They're robust, they're waterproof, which is another fantastic thing when you're walking along really muddy paths and muddy puddles. And they're surprisingly breathable too. You don't get sweaty feet in them, even after tramping for miles and miles. And they're cushioned and padded nicely as well inside. So while they're really robust and tough on the outside, they're reassuringly softer on the inside. And they feel very secure with a great grip underneath, apologies for the dirt. And the ankle is really well supported as well. They really do help to reduce the load on the feet and make it easier to walk. So on to my next favourite, most comfortable shoes, which is my number 5 in my countdown. Roll the drums. Low block heels. Now, it's a very low heel, but a block heel, so don't turn off. Trust me, they're incredibly comfortable. This shoe is the pointed toe slingback sandal. It's called the Lear Pro from Vivaya. And this colour is in navy, although they do have a really big selection of other colours as well. Now, normally, I know you wouldn't think of really comfy shoes having any type of heel at all, really, but that's where Vivaya is so wonderful. They perfectly combine unbelievable comfort with looking fabulous too. That really is the holy grail, isn't it? You know, comfort and looking good at the same time, which is why I'm such a fan. So these shoes are sustainable too and eco-friendly, and all the Vivaya products are made using recycled materials with zero waste. And I know it's hard to imagine, I always find it hard to imagine, but each pair of shoes is the reincarnation of 6 plastic bottles. What a wonderful concept. Anyway, what I love about these particular ones is that they feel so stable. They don't feel like a heel at all, although of course they've got the heightening and the elongating and the flattering look of a heel, but without the pain. By the way, they are navy. I don't know whether the lights are making them look a little bit darker, perhaps, but I will put a cutaway in here to show you that they are navy. So, you know, when you're wearing them, you kind of have to look down to check that they're actually on because they're so comfy. They've got this cushioning on the inside here, as well as moisture wicking for instant drying, so you never get uncomfortably hot, sweaty feet when it's warm. And in fact, Vivaya has upgraded the insoles here this year, so they're even more comfortable than they were before. So just before I style them up, I wanted to share my discount code for you. It is Deirdre, D-E-I-R-D-R-E, which gives you 12% off at the checkout for all Vivaya shoes. So do take advantage of this if you're interested in getting some of their comfy styles. So I thought I'd style up these ones just to give you some ideas, although obviously block heels like this could go with pretty much everything. So this is my look 1. I really think that navy is such a chic colour for summer, particularly when teamed with white or buttercream or ivory kind of shades like this. It's such an elegant and classy combination. Now this top is perfect for warmer weather too, and the navy slingbacks echo the darker top. So I've created a colour sandwich, or a colour panini as I like to call it here, for a cohesive and put together look. But of course you could choose any colours of the shoe and any colour top, do it exactly your way with your favourite colours too. So on to my next favourite, most comfortable shoe with my number 4, which is sneakers. Now I love a great pair of sneakers and I do wear them often. But you know, I discovered one of the reasons why we have more problems with our feet as we age and why more comfy shoes are so important. And it's because we lose the natural soft padding and cushioning on the bottom of our feet with all the daily pounding, you know, over the years. And it's called fat pad atrophy. Nice. And we all get it. Lovely. So of course sneakers are a shoe that I turn to very often, and not just for the gym. Well, actually never for the gym, as I never go to the gym. Ooh, but don't tell anyone. But I wear them a lot when I'm walking around to the shops and things like that. So some of my favourites are my Veja ones, which I'm sure you'll have seen in some of my videos. Absolutely love them. And my really very cheap Marks and Spencer all white ones, which have such soft padding on the inside. I often wear both pairs, well, not at the same time. Anyway, these sneakers, oh, just look at them, are absolutely to die for, both in comfort and in looks, as you can see, and they're my new number 4. Now these are pretty special, apart from the gorgeous colour of course. These are the Vivaya Urban Mesh sneakers in Tender Peach colourway, and they make them in loads of other lovely colours as well. I just selected these because I thought they were so cheerful looking. Just look at them, aren't they pretty? So they've got lots of special things about them. Now firstly, you know when you tie up sneakers and you try and get in and out of them, it's always a hassle, pushing and shoving. Well, these are a quick slip on and off. Just tie the laces once for your customized fit, and then you can get in and out of them totally hands-free, totally stress-free after that. How great is that? So how does this miracle happen? Well, they've been designed with a special entrance angle, which is more inclined, so they can be popped on and off smoothly. And they have a built-in heel counter, so you don't squash the heel down as you're getting into them. I often do that with sneakers, not these. Also, the heel is filled with larger air pockets than normal, which means you feel like you're walking on air. Now this urban sneaker actually has 2 versions, one with a breathable mesh and the other with warmer wool. Now the wool version has a water repellent function, but of course you can choose according to your different needs. And if you have wide feet, they will be perfect for you as well. So I just thought I'd style them up here in my look 2 for you. Now I have talked about the importance style-wise in a video that I recently created. It was called 8 fashion mistakes that you're probably making and what to wear instead of wearing no-show socks with sneakers. Well, guess what? As you can see from this cutaway look here, you don't need to wear socks at all with these ones. They're so stretchy inside and all integrated together, there's just no rubbing or chafing anywhere. So tons of special things about them. And another thing is they're really wonderful. What they do is they elevate the arches of the foot and they help any discomfort that you may be suffering from if you have bunions. Now I love that they create a little pop of colour to a neutral outfit as well, so I like to style them up with white for the summer, or perhaps a light neutral would look absolutely beautiful. In fact, navy, going back to that navy, would also work well as a darker contrast with the peach colourway. So on to my favourite comfy shoe, number 3, and I really apologise because I have worn them so much. They're really well worn, shall we say. Number 3 is flat slingbacks. Now I wear these so much, as you can see, they're a little bit embarrassing to show actually. But I've had them for years, as you can see. They were originally from June, and you know, I've seen similar ones in Charles and Keith and other places, which I will link for you actually below. I'm going to have to get some more very soon, so I will probably go to Charles and Keith and get those ones as they are so similar. So why do I love them so much? Well, I love that they're flat, but not totally flat. They have just a little height, but they're basically flat. I also love the gold edging that you can see here around the heel, you know, which I think elevates it from kind of normal shoes to elevated and chic. Now I love the slightly pointed toe, which is elongating, but it's not a tight point, more of a kind of gentle almond, I would say. They also have the slingback shape, of course, which helps to hold in my heels too. And the fact that they're nude, so useful, so flattering on the end of my legs, well, and on yours as well, of course. Now I wear these literally all spring, most of the summer and into the autumn, dressed up or with jeans or casual trousers, so I really wouldn't be without them, to be honest. Okay, we are on the countdown well and truly here, and on to number 2 of my favourite most comfy shoes, which are, and you might be surprised, number 2, slider sandals. Okay, they don't have the support around the heel. Okay, they're totally flat, well, pretty much. But I wear these types of shoes all the time in the summer to look dressed up, dressed down, with swimwear, with shorts, with jeans, everything. They're just so easy. You just pop your feet in and that's it. Now these ones are from Shoe. Beautiful example. I love the colour. It's that light sort of champagne gold colour that works a little bit like nude in that it goes with lots of outfits, and because it's a light shade it still has that elongating effect down the leg and onto the feet. Now the thing about these slides is that the upper part is leather, so nothing rubs or grates against my feet, but the bottom is artificial, so that means it's tougher and longer lasting and has more grip as well, which is great. Now I will mention here that I have the most awful heel condition, which you can probably see in the cutaway. My heels are so cracked. Now I've read that severely cracked heels like mine are a menopausal thing. How wonderful. Something else fabulous, care of the menopause. Now I'd love to hear from you ladies if your feet have got worse with the menopause too. So apologies here if my heels look a little bit the worse for wear, because they are. Okay, let's move on to my most worn, most favourite, most comfortable shoe. My go-to shoe, my number 1, which is Ballet Flats. I always have pairs of Ballet Flats in my wardrobe because for me they're such a go-to shoe for so much of the year too. They're pretty, they give some support all around the foot, and they're refined, they're elegant, and that key thing, really comfortable. And just look at these. These are Vivaya from the Dots collection. These are almond toe bow flats in Tiana. Now, my final Vivaya pair of shoes, and these really are my number 1, both in terms of style and in terms of how fun they are too. You know, they fit me better than a glove, and they are so comfy I can't even begin to describe. As I said, they're almond toe bow flats. The type is called Tiana, and this is the abstract Dots version, although they do come in 25 other designs as well. But although I was drawn to the fun design, what really did it for me was the immense comfort of these Ballet Flats. They're literally clouds on my feet. They also have a deodorizing insole and anti-slip rubber soles too, so they feel really stable and supportive. So I decided to style them up for you in my look 3 like this. Now I recently created a video showing 12 wardrobe staples, and this top that I'm wearing here featured in that video. I will link it for you below, but I knew it would be so versatile, practical and yet stylish, so here it is, already proving its worth and coordinating, but not in a matchy kind of way, with these Ballet Flats. Now, as you can see, the Ballet Flats in this design add a real touch of fun to this look, but because they're quite a delicate shape, there's not too much pattern to distract the eye from the outfit as such. You know, I could also see them, not just with this sort of an outfit, also with a midi dress like this one. This is a beautiful one from Nobody's Child. And of course with ankle grazer jeans to show them off, either blue wash, black or white. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you do want to take advantage of my discount code, please use Deirdre at the Vivaya checkout for 12% off site-wide Vivaya. So please do give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you join our community. So I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. Really looking forward to seeing you in a few days for more short and long videos, so please do watch out for them. Lots of love as always. Bye.